Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys have all had a great Friday and are looking forward to the weekend. I thought I'd jump on and do something a little bit different today. We are talking about Newcastle United, we are talking about the transfer window, but we're talking about a player who really hasn't been that heavily linked with us this summer. There was a few links over the last year or so, and basically I thought I'd lay down the facts and you guys can tell me, should we be linked with this player? Should we be interested in this player? And you already know who I'm talking about. We are talking about Gini Wijnaldum. Obviously an ex-Newcastle United player. Can you believe that it was exactly 6 years ago today that we sold him to Liverpool for 25 million? And have the stars aligned? I don't know, because again, today, 6 years later, PSG have pretty much announced that they want to let him go this summer window, whether it be for a sale or a loan. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure Wijnaldum wants out of there as well, because it has not been a great year for him at PSG. And with Newcastle currently trying to be very careful with financial fair play as to how much we spend this summer window, could we be involved in a potential loan deal to bring him back to Newcastle United? Now, I'm not going to lie, there is already a few teams interested, to the point where Roma seem to be leading the race on this one. There's different rumours out there as who's placed bids and who hasn't, but nothing's final till it's done, and I think this could be a good shout for Newcastle to get involved in this one. Wijnaldum left Newcastle after that 2015-16 season where unfortunately we were relegated. He did finish top goal scorer with 11 goals, but I feel still left with a bit of a sour taste in the mouth of some fans because he wasn't enough to keep us up, and then did jump boat when we went down. But there's no denying that he was an exceptional player, and from that made the move over to Liverpool, where he played for 5 years, won the league, won the Champions League, a tremendously experienced player, played a whole lot of time, a whole lot of minutes while he was there. Klopp called him the dream player to manage, and when that contract ended after 5 years, he made the move over to PSG, where, to be honest, it hasn't been quite the move that he wanted. Now 31 years old, signed a 3-year deal 12 months ago, and effectively it did not go to plan. Pochettino was not a fan of his. He did play 31 appearances, started 18 games, which doesn't actually sound that bad, but it's the amount of minutes that he played. He played around 1,600 minutes, 1,600 minutes, which is about half of what he played at his time at Liverpool and at Newcastle and at PSV and Feyenoord. So basically, he wasn't getting the game time. He only scored 1 goal, got 3 assists, so very low numbers for what he's capable of. And generally, I mean, this isn't going to make it sound any better, he was actually voted the flop of the season in Ligue 1. With over 100,000 votes. So yeah, it has not been the dream year. So as I talk about the fact that PSG want to let him go this summer, I've no doubt that he himself is desperate to get out this summer as well. And to add to that, to make matters even worse for him, he was also dropped from the Netherlands squad due to his lack of playing time. And with the World Cup literally a few months away, Van Gaal dropped him from the side, stating that he has no other choice but to leave him out unless circumstances change. So it's clear that PSG want him out, and Wijnaldum needs the move. Despite a torrid 12 months over in France, there's no denying that he is a fantastic player, and that's why he's already being linked to a new club, including some Premier League teams. Wolves appear to be quite heavily linked. So do Everton. I don't know, would he make that jump from Liverpool to Everton? I suppose he knows the city. He could go get his old house back. Liverpool themselves have also been linked, but have shot down those reports clearly are not interested in rekindling that relationship. At the moment, the front runner appears to be Roma, Jose Mourinho's Roma, with news this morning that talks have potentially begun, but again, there's also reports saying that nothing's got started yet, but that he's available for loan or sale. So, would he be a player that would improve our squad? Absolutely. Would he be a player that would improve our first 11? You let me know down in the comments below. I would say that he would definitely create competition in the middle of that park. Obviously, we've got Bruno, we've got Joelinton. Could it be Wijnaldum? We've obviously got Shelvey, we've got Willock, we've got Longstaff, so we do have options there, but we are also in quite a lot of talks at the moment about wide players, strikers, behind the strikers, attacking midfielders. He's a very versatile player. He is right-footed, but he's great with both feet. I think there would potentially be the ability to play him wide if we needed to, behind the striker if we needed to, and he can score goals. I think at Liverpool, he didn't always find himself in the most goal-scoring positions, but still was able to knock in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one season. Again, he got 11 for us, so he can definitely put the ball in the back of the net for Netherlands. I think he's got a goal in every 3 games ratio because they really prop him up there in that more attacking role. And as we discuss numbers of players in the current side, we watched the most recent pre-season friendlies with no goals against Mainz. We had the opportunities, but the creativity was low. There was no one there to put it in the back of the net. This guy's very experienced and knows how to find the net. So I think it's definitely a player we could well go and take a look at. Would Wijnaldum want to come back to Newcastle? That's the big question. We have no idea of knowing that. And one thing that he does want is first team football. He's leaving, or he wants to leave PSG. Well, PSG want him out, don't they? Because he has, again, been the flop of the season as voted by the Ligue 1 fans. I think what he's going to want at this point in his career, who needs to get a spot in the World Cup in a few months' time, is first team football. Would you play him with Bruno and Joelinton? Would that be the 3? Would you play Bruno slightly further forward, or would you play Wijnaldum slightly further forward? I think what it would do is it would bring in a world-class player. I think there's no denying that. I think he's a fantastic player. He would create fantastic competition. The next thing is, however, is how would we get him? Again, PSG appear to be desperate to move him out. He went there on a 3-year deal, has 2 years left because he went there on a free. He got a big contract, didn't he? And for a player who isn't getting a game, they want to try and move him on. Would he be willing to reduce his wages to get out and go and find himself first team football? Or would he prefer to sit on the bench at PSG for another year, but at least he got paid? You know, I don't know him personally. I don't know the answer to that, but what we do know is he wants to move out. PSG want to move him out, and that's why I think they would also be open. That's why they are open to a loan deal, because I think they also realise that none of these teams are really going to come forward and go, okay, we'll pay him 300 grand a week. It's mad. I can't believe PSG gave him that in the first place. I think it was on maybe 90 or 100 at Liverpool, I was reading earlier. So they went and straight up tripled his wage a week, which is a hell of a lot of money. So we will have to wait and see. But let me know your thoughts on Gini Wijnaldum down below. Again, I know I'm kind of opening this up as a conversation. It's not a player we've been heavily linked to. We were linked with him maybe at kind of the start of the summer. Again, he obviously had a really poor time over in PSG, and because of that, I think the rumours have been swirling. I think they were swirling back in January when he didn't get off to a great start then. They're back now. As of this morning, it's being reported that PSG want him out. Wijnaldum wants to go, and I do expect him to go somewhere this summer. I do think because of the World Cup, we talked about wages, it's the World Cup. He needs to go and get football. This will most likely, well, it will be, his last World Cup of his career. And Van Gaal has said, if things change, I'll include him. But as of right now, I'm not. So he needs to go and find football this summer. Could it be at Newcastle? Who knows? Let me know your thoughts down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. As always, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Again, we are on the daily upload for Newcastle United. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you later.